Welcome to the enchanting world of small towns, where the pace is unhurried and the charm is as palpable as the morning dew on the cobblestone streets. In these close-knit communities, life unfolds with a simplicity that captivates the soul. Join us on a journey through the heart of a quaint main street, where each storefront tells a story and the echoes of laughter bounce off the historic facades. From the comforting aroma of freshly baked pies at the local bakery to the warm greetings exchanged at the local post office, small towns beckon with a magnetic allure. In today's video, we're checking out the allure of Steward, Illinois. So thanks for joining me. My name is Garrick. So if you're into small towns, farm life, anything rural and rustic, charming and has character, you're definitely in the right place. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you've not done so already. And if you do, drop me a comment just to say hello. Alright, so let's get into today's pictures. Alright, so this was the first place that I stopped in Steward, and what I was looking at was standing right in the middle of this intersection and shooting that corn crib there, using the wires and the cross section of streets to frame the building, and I was seeing it in black and white, and I wanted to show how those telephone poles just went on forever, and I think I accomplished that in this one. I shot it at ISO 100, f6.3 and 1/500th of a second with my Nikon D850. I was seeing this one as kind of a Christmas card-y type of image until you look closer and you notice all the shotgun spray on this sign, so I'm guessing this sign has some stories to tell for sure. Then I drove by this nostalgic old house with some pumpkins on the front porch, so I had to take a shot of that, and of course I processed the image to make it look older than it really is. Then I drove up on this scene here, and what I was seeing was, or what I was loving, was the simplicity of it. The contrasty sky and the wires coming into this simple building from two different directions. Yeah, I just really fell in love with the simplicity and, shot it at f10 and 1/200th of a second, and again processed it to make it look faded and old. I love how the churches in these old towns are smack dab right in the middle of the neighborhood, and I honestly, right on Main Street here, I don't even think I got out of the car to snap this one. I love long shadows, and I really found myself attracted to the long shadow being cast by this mailbox with the corn crib and all that in the background, so I shot a few images. This is the one that I ended up liking the most, and I originally went with a square crop that didn't have the sun in it, and I changed that up and used that light post to the right to try to help balance things out so I could keep the sun in it. And honestly, as I'm looking at it now, that might have been a mistake. I probably should have just stayed with the square crop without the sun to strengthen the shadow and the subject and the truck and all that coming through, and let that tree on the right hand side kind of be the right hand weight to balance things out. But oh well. So I just went back to the square crop, and here it is, and I definitely agree this is a stronger image. I think the elements of the image are much stronger in this crop. another shot of the same structure from a different angle. I just love these old-timey feeling, snapshot-y type of pictures. Every small town has to have the local watering hole where everybody meets after work and says hello to Norm. So I had to take a shot of Steward Inn, and I wish I would have been able to get inside, but it was closed. But took this shot nonetheless. Then it was time to shoot the Steward Village Hall. I loved how it sat literally right beneath the Steward Water Tower, so just went across the street and kind of walked my way back towards it, took a few shots. I think I put my 12 to 24 millimeter wide, super wide on, and took this shot here. So when I went across the street to get that shot of Village Hall, I got a closer look at the post office and I just fell in love with it. As you guys know, anything nostalgic and old, I'm really drawn to, and I think what I'll do now is put all of my post office images up. The light was so gorgeous inside that post office and the tones that I was getting. Anyway, let me stop messing around. I'll put those up now. This one turned out to be one of my favorites for sure. Just the tones and the old-fashioned feel and warmth of the wood and detail and warmth in the shadows and the checkerboard floor. It's just a beautiful old-fashioned image. Now this one is very similar to the last one I just showed you. However, I shot this one from outside the building through the glass, which gives it a little more layers to it. Not a big fan of the reflection in the top half of the image, but I do like the light and the shadow and how the shadow really frames the image and kind of directs your eye to where the warm tones are. I shot this one on the way back to my car, and I really actually like the tension in it, the look that the guy has given me, the way that the flag is blowing in the same angle as the shadows. Yeah, this picture kind of came together accidentally for me. And then I noticed that I was casting my own long shadow, so I figured I would take advantage of that and do a self-portrait, which is something I hardly ever do, and actually this might be the first one. But here you go, a double G self-portrait. Alright, well hey, that's gonna do it for another video. Thank you all very much for stopping by the channel. Hey, don't forget, I am also out there on Instagram at Garrick G Photography. You can also look me up on Facebook, Garrick Gillette Photography on Facebook. And if you're interested in any prints or anything like that, just let me know. We can connect and we'll get that taken care of for you. And I think that is it. Oh, you know the drill. Like it if you did. Subscribe if you haven't. And as always, I am Garrick, and I am your very best friend in the whole wide world. So we'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks from the beautiful small town of Steward, Illinois. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.